The big news right now is they may scrap inheritance tax, but there's always a but. They may replace it with something called the death tax. Watch this video to get to know more. Hi everyone, my name's Zee Razaq. I'm a chartered accountant and a tax advisor, and today we're going to talk about the new tax that may be introduced called the death tax, and it replacing something that everyone really hates, inheritance tax. And you'll make your own mind up whether which one's better or worse. What they're proposing is, currently we have in the UK inheritance tax. I'm going to call it IHT. And this tax is probably one of the most hated taxes around. But the problem is the government obviously want money. Let's do an example again. You built £1 million net worth, and your current IHT, if you've got £1 million, husband and wife, so dad and mum, they can pass to their children, if you include a main house, paying zero tax, because they have the basic relief of 325k each. I'll write that down. It's called the Nil-Rate band. Everyone gets this in the UK, and that's each times 2, because there's 2 of them. And the next one is 175k times 2, and it's called the residential. So if you've got a main house in there and it's provided it's worth 175, you have a residential nil rate band. So that's really good for most people. That's why most people don't pay inheritance tax on their estate. So it's like, I think it's like 4 or 5% of estates currently, 4 to 5% pay IHT. And it is quite nasty because they've got other things coming in like pensions, which is going to cause a lot of problem and bring a lot more people into it. But obviously they're not getting enough money. And so they've come up with an idea. Look, do you know what we'll do? We'll scrap this idea, and we'll introduce something called the death tax. What a name. If that one you didn't call it, this one definitely. And they're going to make it a flat rate of 10%. So I'm just thinking in my head, okay, let's do a comparable. So over there, if I had £1 million, I paid 0, because it was 0%, so I paid 0. But now, everybody, or we'll talk about whether it's everybody or not, will pay something called the death tax, which is 10%, which means now I have to pay £100,000. Before I was paying 0, so I'm not going to be a very happy bunny. And what will happen is, this is people, but if I've got this in specific structures like trust, etc., they don't pay death tax because they don't die. So the people who are wise and smart, they may end up still paying 0, because you can only tax someone if you know they own it. And if you've got trusts and other structures in, there's a good chance you will pay 0. And this is the problem with a lot of the tax aspects. So majority of people who haven't got advice and complexity to put the right structures in, they will end up going from paying nothing there, so it's got rid of most people, to paying 100,000 over here. And the wise people, or ones that get good advice, they probably end up paying 0. So there will still be lack of distribution. And what happens in time, as you watch other videos, this happens all the time, they will increase this rate with time, and it's likely this will go up. The principles, by the way, of why they're introducing this rate are really good. There's social housing for people who are elderly, and there's a levy to make sure we pay for their care, which is the right thing. The problem is, we've heard this before. So I don't know if people remember when the dividend tax went up from 7.5% to 8.75%. The reason why it was done was for this levy. When the national insurance went up, and then they reversed it, it was supposed to be a levy for the old, but they kept a lot of these but never cared for the old. So what happened to that? And this is likely to happen again, because they do not ring fence the money that they get from taxation. They put it into a pot, and then whatever shouts loudest gets it. And unfortunately, the people elderly who are struggling, they end up not getting it. And this keeps on happening repeatedly. And you can go and check what I said there. That was the dividend tax. That's exactly what happened with good old Boris and Rishi Sunak said they would do this, and they never. And I've got a bad feeling that this will happen again, but yet a lot more people will get hit by tax. When you get hit, say £100,000, you most likely have to sell your property, or your children who are inheriting will have to probably sell it to pay that tax, or take a mortgage if there isn't a mortgage already. And this becomes the big problem. Also, how do they work out the new tax? Because previously the value was done on a net amount, i.e. your gross asset less mortgages or less debt, and then you got the benefit. That's another way. Will it be done the same way? How will it be worked out? Will it exclude it? We don't know. And these are the problems with these new taxes and how people react to them, because there's going to be overlap, people are going to have time, and generally when there's a change in taxation that's going to hurt people more, the biggest issue is a lot of people leave that country. And this is happening across Europe and North America and places like Australia and New Zealand, because people want to pay the fair right amount of tax, but they want consistency, understanding and stability. You can't keep on changing this as a new person comes along, because we realise it doesn't work. So these wealth taxes generally are not good, they don't tend to work, they sound good but they're not. I hope you got value. I know it's a bit scary, but as we've seen all this stuff come out, I thought it'd be good to share with the audience. Please do put in a comment whether you think the current regime or the new one, which one's better. I think they're both terrible, but that's my view. I'd love to hear from you about this. Hope you're enjoying the content. Thank you so much.